Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Today I have a video for you all that I have been meaning to do since around December, but for one reason or another, just was doing other stuff. I'm going to be showing you guys 2 comic books that I was gifted, and they're in this really great sounding wrapping. I hope it picks up. In real life, it sounds fantastic. So this comic, I'm going to know for a fact when I open it, but I had a few of the Batman Strikes comics back in the day, if they're what I remember. I'm pretty sure this is just a reprint. I don't think they went back and made more comics for the old 2006 show. I believe it's 2006. So I'm pretty sure this is just a reprint of an original comic, but I definitely had one back in the day, or I remember reading it at a Books A Million. I don't remember if I ever actually picked it up or not. I was a kid, so I don't think I did pick it up. I think I just read it in the place, and that was enough. And then also have Batman and Robin Year 1. I have read this one recently. These were both gifts that I received for Christmas, but I already love this comic so much. I really want to get the full collected graphic novel version of the Batman and Robin Year 1. I love the art style, and from what I've read, I already enjoy it. So I held on to this copy simply for the tingles that hopefully make these sounds, or hopefully picking up on my phone. I'm sure that they are, but here we have these 2. Let's go and get started by unwrapping the Batman Strikes. I didn't do a perfect job. It's alright. So, I will just be flipping through some of these pages. I won't be reading them page by page. Oh yeah, and I'm finishing this. I got my cat hair on it. I did a drink review for this, which won't be going up until Sunday, but I thought this was water. My bad. I was about to say I didn't think this was white, and it's not. I'm just silly. So anyway. So yeah, the Batman Strikes #1, In the Clutches of the Penguin. So you get this art style that's kind of indicative of the show. Not kind of, it really is. It reminds me a lot of those Scooby-Doo comics they were making at the time too. I didn't own any of those, but I remember looking at my friends. So if Catwoman shows up at some point, I think I'll know for a fact whether or not I've read this one. The AC unit goes off again. Damn. Every video it's deciding it wants to go off. Our neighbor's AC unit. I love seeing the Batcave. This reminds me, they used to have this very vertical Batcave toy that I wanted, even though I didn't necessarily think it looked great. I just thought it'd be cool. Growing up, I'm glad my parents did not waste money on it, because I probably wouldn't have ended up playing with it much. But, you know, it reminds me of it. Yeah, I don't think I had this one in particular, but this will be a very fun read. I can go back and look at. Yeah, fun stuff. Oh, and then of course you have to end on a low note like usual. Oh, this is taking up a lot of space in the comic, whatever this is. So, yeah. So, yeah. Like I said, I was never really planning on making a huge, long video out of this. But I do want to say, if you guys are interested in comics, please, now is a great time to get into it. Absolute Batman is a great starting point, but more importantly, I would put out, if you're interested in DC, they have compact comics, so it's pretty much $10. You get a full graphic novel, which will cost you $25 to $30, or even more than that if it's one of the, I guess if they just deem that they can charge you more for it. I'm sure that there are graphic novels that go up for that, but there are a lot of comics and series that I always wanted to read, but I did not want to pay that price point for it that they have put out into compact comics. Excuse me. A few of those being, and I will get hate for this, Watchmen. I had not read it until I got the compact comic. You know, I know that some people that's criminal, but that's just how it was for me. And I find that it's absolutely worth that value. There's a few more. There's some I want to get. I want to get Deceased. I've never read Deceased. But they again have that at a compact comic price worth $10. Not bad. They have a bunch of Superman. They have a bunch of Wonder Woman and a few other characters. I know Harley Quinn's got one. I think Catwoman. I think they did that. I know they did the Long Halloween for Batman, which is pretty famous. Batman White Knight, which is one of my personal favorite comic runs. They just put that into compact comics, so if you guys are interested, that's a great one, in my opinion. So, because $3.29 for one issue nowadays isn't bad, considering the base price is $5, but, you know, for twice that you can get a full run instead of just 2 issues, you know, so something to keep in mind. And then of course Marvel has their own deals, but in my opinion I don't think they're nearly as worth, like when you look at Marvel graphic novels, they're so much smaller, and at least the ones that I have looked at, they haven't been as interesting to me, like the cheaper ones. Like they're cheap ones are cheap for a reason. I don't know, maybe that's just me. If you guys have any Marvel recommendations, please let me know. And it's not that I don't like Marvel comics, I do have a bunch, but they're just not, like, I don't have infinite money. I have a lot more trouble with this one. So, yeah, just something to keep in mind if you're interested in getting into the hobby. I've heard, and I don't know if this is just people being dramatic about it, but with everything PlayStation's been saying about getting rid of physical media and physical games on discs, people are talking about getting out of the hobby that is playing video games, which to a certain degree I understand. So if you're interested in a different hobby, I would say reading comics and collecting comics is a great one to have. But that's, of course, my personal opinion. It might not be as engaging to other people as it is to me. So that might be a topic of a whole video. It's probably what I'm going to do on Friday, but just something to keep in mind. Like all hobbies, it can get expensive. So, alright. Like I said, I've already seen this one. I really love the art in this one. In my opinion, this is a lot better. It's more stylized. Less stylized? I don't know what the word is. I really like this art style a lot more than the Batman Strikes. I find it addictive. I love this shot here on the right. I think I've talked about this on the channel before, actually, this specific issue, when I first picked it up. I'm fairly certain. No, yeah, I did. I absolutely did. So, you guys get to see it again. I love that Batmobile. I don't know if I had read it whenever I went over it with you guys, but I do remember flipping through it. I have read it since, obviously, and I really do like it. I think I've read the first 3 issues. Yeah, so I very much enjoy it. I don't know what the general consensus is. Like, I don't know if people love this as much as I do, but I'm fairly certain it's popular. Maybe not as popular as Absolute Batman is right now, but still pretty good. Two-Face laughing. Crazy. Excuse me. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, then you get a preview to Absolute Batman here. And then, of course, you have the Essential Graphic Novels, Death in the Family. They just put out a compact comic for. I very much want to get my hands on that. And I don't know if there is one for Ego, but that's one I've always wanted to read as well. But yeah, nothing too crazy today, just getting some comic book sounds, some flip-throughs, some crinkly sounds, which was the main reason I wanted to do it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed another short video today, and I will see you all in the next one. If you guys are interested in my video for Friday, please let me know. Let me know your thoughts on PlayStation abandoning physical media and what that may or may not mean to you. I'm curious. I mean, I'll have the video filmed before, but, you never know. It's always good to have that conversation. So, thank you all for stopping by, and you guys have a great, great day. I'll wrap out